Oh, thank God. Well, that was an experience. But honestly, leaving me ever so slightly, if not completely, disturbed and confused. But after all that time, basically, I think we died in that desert. Because we couldn't skip time forward anymore, we just outright died. And when we died, everything reset. But the narrator had to survive all of that, go through all of that loneliness, that millennia, centuries, whatever is longer. Is he still around?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
You're not holding a grudge, are you? I mean, I had no choice.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Honestly, I'm just happy to hear your voice again. Honestly. At least you're making normal sense at this point in time again. Because you were really not making an awful lot of sense there in the end. New content? Well, if you insist.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Yeah, how could I miss that?
I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. What? Just go over here again? This is the path I have to take, right? Is this the new stuff you wanted to show me? Because this is just the old ride from before. That's the elevator from before. Oh, did we skip? Did you press the skip button to make us go through the entire new content spiel? Well, I guess.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step.
How fast are we going?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
What? Investor showcase. What?
Yes, you see, isn't
What?
this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I mean, a true sequel could be brilliant, but how would that really work in the sense of the Stanley Parable? I mean, maybe it could work, but... A new mug? Wow. Okay, the Stanley Parable is approved. This is so weird. Although, to be fair, 427... That is actually looking brilliant. This is looking good. The end is never the end. Again.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than
Sweet.
Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
It grabs your
But
attention.
the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Possibly. As long as there's a good story to tell. But at the same time, Ultra Deluxe, it did catch my attention. So, also the fact that Ultra Deluxe, it had the original game in it. So, we got to re-experience that, and that has been absolutely wonderful. So, Stanley Parable 2 wouldn't have had that. So, okay, we have got new cups, we have got the line. I'm good with this. You know what, I'm not complaining about the Stanley Parable 2. Oh god. Photos of painting. Not that one. That one needs to be removed. Water coolers and water heaters. That's fine. They've listened. Okay. So what would the Stanley Parable 2 even be about then? Would it be about Stanley escaping even further? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. Oh, God. Although it's awfully quiet. They're back! No, not the two doors! New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted. New hotness. Cool red section of the chart. Wonderful. A bird on a laptop? Yep, Stanley Parable 2, amazing. More The Stanley Parable, better The Stanley Parable. Win-win. Sequential mind share. What about number 3? There's gotta be a number 3. If you make a number 2, there's gotta be a number 3. Just like you have an Elder Scrolls 4 and a 5, and we're waiting for 6, and it's never gonna happen, and the Stanley... no, not the Stanley Parable. The Elder Scrolls 6 will never be as good as the Elder Scrolls 5. That's a risk you run. If you make a sequel, is it gonna be better than the first? Aren't you, by making a sequel, running the risk of actually tarnishing the legacy of the previous one? Or maybe the Stanley Parable 4 in that case will be better. Or Stanley Parable 3. Again, it's all a matter of taste. Color red, leverage, holistic value, I guess. 2 ferns. Okay, now you're just spoiling us. See, the fern ends up being important after all. What if there's 2 lines? Thanks for attending my meeting. I do like this logo a lot. It's the best one of the bunch, for sure. But where are all the people?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
The actual
let's
issue.
Take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I have no experience in that department, but at the same time, you'd figure that you would want to have a proper story to tell and then work with what you could do in regards to extra features and whatnot. Because, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. What else do we have 2 of? 2 thumbs. That works. Who took the red marker? Me. No, that's passive aggressive. Scrum, design, pitch, break, design, number 2 chats. Definitely. But no, I figure that if you want to make a game, and a sequel at that, you gotta think about what the story will be that you are trying to tell. Because the story, in the end, is the most important. Crap, the ultimate sequel. With 2 pincers. Yeah, sequels are good. Portal 2. Portal 2 is better than Portal 1. But if they were to make a Portal 3, would they be able to achieve the same greatness? Same with Half-Life. Half-Life Alyx apparently was amazing. And Half-Life 2 was also apparently amazing. But will an actual Half-Life 3, finally, if Valve ever learns to count 3, be as good as we hope it to be? Same with Batman Arkham Asylum. Originally, they were good, I guess, but then you have stuff like the Suicide Squad, which was made by the same people, I think, and that has been completely butchered for several reasons. It's... Dark Souls 2 is debatable, because many people agree that Dark Souls 2 is not good. I think it has its merits. It has a fun story, fun new interactions. Interactions that Dark Souls 3 could really have made use of, like the bonfire aesthetics. Like, I still don't get why they didn't add those back again, but... Dark Souls 3, again, better than the previous sequel. So sequels can be good, but they're not a surefire way of actually being better. The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Is the... What? Oh god. It's not the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, but then... Oh god, no. This way to the show floor. Well, I'm curious to see what you have got in mind? What new features do you have? A new content bus. How did the bus even get in here? This feels like movie premiere stuff. Or maybe just game reveal situations like on the E3. I've never actually been there, so I honestly don't know what to expect, but this is looking grand.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that's played. What? Okay, we gotta see that. Hear your name in the game. Also terrifying. Like, would you finally be able to read the name of the player, like, from the computer? Just like how you can't read the time. Stanley Parable to reassurance bucket? Okay, and this merge. I saw the new content. Awesome. Okay, 2 adventure lines. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Okay, but first things first. I see a button that apparently says my name. So I'm curious. Taste the sequel. Surely that's better. Okay, give me that button. Because I like buttons.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
More buttons.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
It sounds nice, but what is the main purpose? I'm Agatha, Bob, Jen, San, Peter, Craig, Steve. Okay, and all the rest. Okay. That's nice. Road to the perfect button. Too big. Can a button be too big? Maybe. Can definitely be too small. But that button is just right indeed. I'm kind of terrified. Do I have to censor this? Because I don't know if I will actually have the game with AI or whatnot actually speak the name. Or would it be AI? I mean, if you type something in Google, you can make Google say it, so... The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Right here.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Always
Of course,
Jim!
In the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind.
I can't clear my mind.
Forget whoever you are and simply become a person named Jim.
There's already a Jim in the office.
Imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
That bloody
If so,
Jim.
Then please step forward and press the button.
No, I gotta complain about Jim first because he's the one employee in the office that gets to have his name on the whiteboard while the rest is just getting their number. He is one of the boss's pets. He is one of the ones that actually gets the preferential treatment. I want to be Jim. Screw Stanley. We're Jim.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush. That was you.
Yes.
The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Yes.
Ooh. It hits even harder the
Yes, it
second
does.
time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
No.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Now, if it was a jump circle, we would have a different conversation here. But what's the purpose of a button that says your name for inside the game? What grander goal is there? Unless Jim is the villain of the story.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Maybe.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
No,
Otherwise,
no.
soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you are.
No, I'm Jim. I'm Jim. You may have taken the button away, but I'm still Jim. I think. Let's get back on track, shall we? Yes, good choice. Very smart. Let's go back to the show floor. Yes. As a brand new person, we left Stanley behind. Now it's just Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable.
How are you gonna
too.
enforce that?
Would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
It will be better to finish the feature than to try and figure out a way on how to stop people not named Jim from playing the game. It's making an awful lot of work for yourself. There's an infinite hole. Okay, please no screenshots. Well, you can't stop people from making screenshots. And these are screenshots, so how can you tell people about not making... Oh god, no. Bankruptcy. Really? Oh. Does someone have their phone on? A whole new office. Stanley gets a new job, and somehow the narrator is back, but red is the new orange. Maybe? The new updated, ray traced, more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the Stanley Parable. I don't really care about the whole ray tracing. I dislike the whole beep 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 from the phone being too close or whatnot, receiving a message. A consistent quality with just the right amount of change. Okay, if you say so. I guess that's nice. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game, well, it's no longer there. Jump circle. Where's the jump circle? I feel like I'm going to a place where I'm not supposed to go. I'm calling this a downgrade from the original. The original had more jumps remaining.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea.
It was.
I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Good. But you should add more jumps. Make it infinite jumps, because having a limited amount of jumps is just... It's sad. I want more jumps. I'm not gonna spend all my jumps. It's like a consumable in a game. I'm not gonna use them ever until the end, where it's like, oh, I have jumps remaining. Infinite gist. Okay. What about this reassurance bucket? I'm being drawn to so many places right now. The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. Office decoration, infinite hall. We're gonna go there later, because this one was going towards infinite hall as well, right? Yeah. Well, in that case, let's try and see what the deal is with the reassurance buckets.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Someone stole the
It's
buckets.
the Stanley Parable reassurance
Someone
bucket.
stole the buckets.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
I've never designed the game,
bucket
so...
is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Can I? Buckets. Buckets.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort,
I don't know.
even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
It does.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, now you're just flattering
The
me.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, that sounds good, I guess. Can I keep the bucket? Do I have to place it back down again? I'm keeping this bucket. Again, this is the Stanley Parable 2. This is just a con souvenir.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Well, it's gonna be an award now, because that's new. Wait, that's a door leading to some... I want to know more. I'm just taking this bucket along with me.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
What? Why either? Why? Get Well Someday, Happy 12th Birthday, Stepneys? Well, I think the blue would suit well in the office. The yellow is like... Okay, yeah, Get Well Someday. Okay, stuff is disappearing from in front of my eyes. I think it's a sign. It wants me to pick the Get Well Someday balloon. Yeah, it doesn't happen in this corner. This is a magical corner. Everything vanishes in this corner. That means it doesn't want me to pick the blue one. But this make it sound like, oh, there's balloons in the office for the Stepneys of the boss, and everyone has to carry one of those balloons along, otherwise they get fired, and... I'm being drawn towards this one because of the color, but... You know what? Fine. We're picking blue.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
No!
Well, someday it is.
No, I want the happy 12th birthday Stepneys. Can I throw the bucket at them? Can I pop the balloons? Throw the buckets. Or maybe not throw the bucket into the void, but... Fine. Well, okay then, if you're changing everything...
Maybe I should have gone with...
Yes, you should.
I've made my decision, we're moving on.
No, you can backtrack, you can totally backtrack. The blue one is better. This just looks so bland. It's just white color in an already white office space. It's there. You're just addicted to the red, aren't you? This one has red too.
Come now. You've already made your choice.
No, you made
a
choice.
That you chose badly.
No.
But we all have to move on from our mistakes.
You're the one who made the bloody mistake. This was not my choice. First you take away my name, Jim. Then you take away my happy 12th birthday Stepney's balloon. I'm growing to dislike the Stanley Parable too. Although there is a reassurance bucket, so as long as I hold this... Surely everything will be fine. 3 new and easy achievements. Can't believe it's that simple. It just works. Yes, it does. There's so much to see here. I want to go there. I want to get an achievement. Yes. Okay, I want to go there. But I also see this. What? Why is there no decoration here? There is. Time and depth, okay. Falling, hole like infinity. This is the entrance hall. Okay. Opening, rim, surrounding area, depth infinite. Well, that's lovely. Well then. Certainly some science and question marks, but... It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Well, technically Portal already did that with placing 2 portals, one above you, one down, so... it wouldn't be the first infinite hole. But why an infinite hole as a feature? What possible use could an infinite hole have for the Stanley Parable story? I kind of want to jump down, but... it's calling me. And you told me to jump down the cargo lift. But you didn't really tell me to jump down the cargo lift. You told me to jump down after I had missed the cargo lift, but... I gotta know. And we can reset, right? Although an infinite hole seems rather final. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll visit the infinite hole after we have visited some of the other stuff. Like the easy to get achievements. I like an achievement. I'm not really a collector of achievements, but it's something. Ooh, music. Yes, free, new, plus easy achievements. Let me get that one first. Also, is this a statue of Stanley? That is just a big statue of Stanley. Does it have employee... Can you find them? Can you find them? I mean, collectibles could be fun. But no, achievement. Achievement. We want easy achievement. Show me achievements. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Is it though? I mean, you were the one who spoke about, oh, just clicking a 5 door, is that worth an achievement? Wouldn't this be even easier than clicking a door 5 times? You have to work for it, narrator. This achievement, unachieved. Well, I guess if it's free, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but...
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
You're selling broken promises.
To at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not gonna pre-order. Never pre-order. Well, unless you have money to spare, but... just wait for the game to actually come out and make sure that stuff is actually the way that it's advertised. Because if you advertise there being an achievement easy to get, currently you have advertised it as an achievement easy to get, but it's not working. It does not just work.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Well, there's something new up there. There's also collectibles, which I'm intrigued by. There's an exit. We're not going for the exit. Collect them all. Ooh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Just the satisfaction
I don't want to
of collecting
stifle
them.
the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Can I actually... okay, that looks creepy with that wall. It's a little Stanley figurine. But no, that wall be bloody creepy. Everyone chasing that. Can I take this? Yay. Okay, it's Yes, I found this, but why is it so dark there? Okay, you know what? With that wall being there, with it being completely dark, I'm not going back there. The bucket may be reassuring me,
God,
but
it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I want this big fancy reward. Can I just use the jump circle to get over this flimsy little red line and grab the Stanley figurine? Well, I'll have to find 5 more. Would there be 5 more hidden here? Collectibles, exit, jump circle. I don't want to go to the exits. We definitely have the hall to check out. And there's also... Ooh, hey, Expo Hall guide. Jump circle, this map. Okay, that's awesome. That will be right over here. Free achievement. That does not work, so that's false advertisement. The button that says name of the player that's playing the game. Merge. Settings, world champion. What would that be? We have the I, which will be epilogue. Okay. Office decoration, we have been there. We need to check the infinite hall. There's apparently an epilogue. Where was the staircase? Was there a staircase? How did we get up there? There was a staircase. So about that. Settings world champion will be up here. Free achievement is a lie. That's new. Settings world champion. Well, apparently we are not a settings world champion because we're not allowed in. Would there be a meet and greet with the settings world champion? That could be fun. And I'm kind of afraid of going all the way over there to that's new because, hey, if it's an epilogue, that's the end of things, right? Yeah. Well, in that case, to the infinite hall. Because now that you said that there was a free, new, and easy achievement, which you could get over here, the button that says gym wasn't finished. The achievement, not finished. The collectible was finished, which is nice. But now I'm getting the feeling that maybe the infinite hall may not actually be finished. And hey, if we do die, well, that's just the way it is.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
That's nice.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
It's
you
nice.
can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
We have a teleport button? Why can't we have a jump button?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Well, I'm enjoying the
Do it on the
experience.
sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? Because we're about to die? You didn't finish the hall, did you?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole?
Yes.
To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley.
I'm good at finding the bottom of holes.
So clever.
Just like the bottom of the...
I think the issue here
mind
is
control
just that
facility.
you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Yes.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
I don't know.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me.
It's
Maybe
false
you're the problem.
advertisements.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Then you gotta change all the signs at the
Then
top.
Go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
I guess
I'll
we
just be on
can.
here when you're ready.
It's still false advertisement, and you shouldn't do that when making a game. That's gonna leave people even more dissatisfied. They're gonna leave even more negative reviews when the game finally launches. Just be honest.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Well, that's nice and all, but... Okay, the near infinite hole. The near infinite hole is actually rather fun.
For heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Yes.
The problem is that you like holes too much.
Maybe.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Yeah, I'm not going to question the fact that the hole is filling up, sort of. We're getting shorter. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2? No way.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about.
I'm sure you do.
For a lifetime.
Oh, have you now? Well, I haven't, and this story is about you and me. And hey, I have the bucket, and we both want to enjoy it, so... Geronimo.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
It's wonderful.
If this starts to become a thing where...
It's getting shorter and shorter.
Okay. Yeah.
This is proof.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
But how?
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
Again,
even
false
by the lax
advertisements.
overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
I don't know. You made this.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's
what?
Back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, so you're on my side now. You want to go into the hole.
Well, there it is.
Whoa.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Well, we should clean it out. Maybe fill it with water. Make the edge of this a little bit smoother. And just turn the infinite hole into a hot tub and everything will be fine. Well, Bucket, it's not what it used to be, but I guess we can still enjoy the quote-unquote infinite hole, or just soon-to-be hot tub.
How is this still appealing to you?
I have to try
You're
it.
obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It doesn't.
Oh, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Well, you could have... Ooh, this could have been another jump circle. But with infinite jumps. Then you still have the infinite business going on. And you have... It's the best of both worlds.
Is the,
No.
teleport button not
I'm
working?
pressing the teleport button. It's not working.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Oh, God.
Try it again.
Okay, pressing it to return to the servers, not
Still
doing
nothing?
anything.
Well, I suppose...
I can just climb out, but...
One thing I can do to fix this.
Which would
I'm
be?
out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear
No.
to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
No.
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything
You
else.
can't live without me.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
You'll be back. Surely. Well, at least I'm not alone. Because I have you, Bucket. I have you, and I have this keyboard strapped to my chest. What was that? What was that? What did I hear? I heard something rumbling. Bucket, is this your doing? Are you reassuring me that the hole is actually infinite? I am both amazed and terrified at this point in time. What is going on? Change your perspective? What? Oh my god. Well, don't we look gorgeous? This game, seriously. Change your... Wait, change your perspective? Change your perception? Well, okay then. This is just madness. Change your reality. Oh god. Oh god. What? Are we at the bottom? What the hell is going on? Change yourself? What is this madness? What is this madness? Oh god, we... Okay, we're not a Stanley figurine, but... What? This is amazing. That's not good. I'm loving this.
Stanley.
No, I'm busy.
Stanley. Oh, good, you're awake.
I'm
It seems you
busy.
had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
How dare
You wouldn't
you?
miss a single moment.
I was
So
enjoying
how
it.
about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
This is
I'm
payback,
looking
isn't
forward
it?
to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
How dare he? Oh god, are we going again? Oh, are we going again? Oh. Oh, thank god we're back here. For a moment I thought everything would reset all the way to, well, the complete beginning, but... Well, I'm liking the infinite hole.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
I'm liking the reassurance bucket. Wait, if everything resets and I'm still holding the bucket. Well, it's just the way that we left things, so... I guess that's fine. I mean, would be weird if there were two buckets. How would that go? Would we carry two buckets? Could we carry infinite buckets? Interesting idea, but... Huh. Anyway, that, right now, I think only means, well, the exit, which is currently completely blocked off, which we can't go to. Although, ooh, we could go, yeah, directly to here. Exits. Well, first things first. I think we have got an epilogue to go to. Which surely will be interesting.
Reassurance buckets, infinite holes, a button that says the player's name. All fun little features, of course, but alone they do not make a game. I mean, how important or fun can a bucket possibly be?